Yeah, alright, greetings and salutations. My name is Comic Fire, and welcome to a brand new OP of mine. I've started Zone of the Enders 1, so let's finish the series. With Zone of the Enders, the second runner. I've been looking forward to this LP for a long time, and I finally got the HD PVR to do it. And then I had all that technical problem, so this is coming about 4 months later than I wanted it to, but better late than never, you know?
Since the dawn of history, human beings...
I'm actually going to skip the intro because it spoils quite a bit of the game. Start us a new game. Now, there are 5 difficulties. Easy, normal, hard, very hard, and extreme! The issue with the HD collection is it's actually the European version of the game, where all the difficulties were bumped up. Easy doesn't really exist. Easy is technically normal. Normal is hard. Hard is very hard is extreme. And extreme is European extreme, which is ridiculously hard. So I'm going to go with easy since it's technically normal. And I could never beat the game on normal, because it is tough! Don't worry about the 4 versions of Jehuti. You unlock 4 of them as you go on through the game. Start the game with no sub-weapons. No, I don't want any sub-weapons. This is going to be a vanilla run! The voice acting in this game is much improved. And replaces a lot of the polygon characters with anime-style characters. In like cutscenes and whatnot. I prefer it. It's a much better version than the first game. It looks cold here. It wouldn't be fun to be there. The whole game's now in a cell-shaded style, too. I enjoy that deeply. Makes everything look a lot more vibrant and lovely. And it looks beautiful in 720.
MR 1422, Dingo Egret, unlocked.
Angie, I remember now. The winner of the year was Hesperia Gales.
No idle talk, you'll crash, Dingo.
In the final 30 seconds, Henry G trashed out from field out. Man, we had a great time that night.
20 to touchdown. Can't wait for the new season.
Position for landing. The people on Mars can start getting excited. I still have 200 more hours.
Be a good kid and the time will fly.
That's unusual.
What is?
Indications of Metatron, but it's way too shallow. Angie, I want to change the landing point. I'll check it out.
Okay.
Rick, you hear that? I'll be back soon.
Dingo, what team won in '66?
I don't know much about back then. Piece of junk.
I reckon Rod Tharsis is going to win this year.
There goes your entire salary again.
I'm sure of it.
I guess it's a nice way to pass the time with idle sports chatter in the middle of a moon, mining some radioactive material.
I think the Metatron reaction is from the direction of the arrow.
And here's how slow we walk. But if we press triangle, we can jump. What else was it? If we press R2, we can jump a little farther. And it's really what you should be doing, even though it takes a bit of time to recover from the landing.
You may crash. Beware.
Crashing is nothing. I don't think you can lose here. Never tried it. I didn't really want to because...
Dingo, haven't you arrived yet?
This is slow. Now, as for length, this game is about an hour longer than Zone of the Enders 1. but each hour is filled with much more action and less just plodding around. It feels much less like a tech demo and more like an actual game.
Are you free?
Uh-oh. Lev didn't like that. Needless padding! To make the game feel like it's longer. I don't know, this game was pretty satisfying for the amount of time I got out of it. Oh, what the... I hate when that happens. Much better. Distance, and just fall straight down. But that's because we made it to our point.
I'm on the ground.
The Metatron is not very deep.
And it's very strong. It wasn't here last time I came.
Giggity.
Going back. Going back.
Shut up!
Is it debris?
The observation crews are goofing off again. What the hell is that?
Anything wrong?
I found something interesting. I'll check it out.
Hatch unlocked. Where? A helmet.
Well, one would assume it doesn't seem very safe there, or else you get little snot sickles.
I've got a bad feeling.
What?
So just hit the sensitive equipment.
An orbital frame.
Nico, I see a huge ship over there. Ah!
What's happening, Angie? What ship did you see? Angie! Damn. Warship? Must be Barrow.
The guys from the first game. Oh boy, Raptors. Oh, there goes our life.
Bingo!
My liver's damaged. Damn Barrow.
Barham, from Mars? How can you tell?
Get your ship down into the ditch and stay hidden.
Oh, is this gonna be like Yu Yu Hakusho, where the main character dies in the first 12 minutes? No, that won't be safe. We're in a frame.
Good morning. Ready for combat.
Ada?
operation.
So right now it seems like we're kind of screwed. Or not. Lucky us. And now we're back in JOT. Take a while to get used to the controls again. Controls are roughly the same as the last time, but now we have a new sub-weapon meter, which kind of screws up how much we can do. The game's pretty fast now, too. And now we have a new weapon, well, the homing attack. Well, we still have the homing attack from the previous game, but it's a lot more different now.
Confirming the enemy destroyed.
I'll explain it
What is
later.
the efficiency of this frame?
This is orbital frame Jehuti. Do you want me to explain how to manipulate the frame?
Who is this?
This is detached backup battle unit, Ada.
So this is a battle computer, isn't it? More reliable than the Lev's navigators.
I'm completely different. Do you request control instructions?
Yes, Ada. Please.
Now we can go through the tutorials and whatnot,
Please choose what training you want
but
to go through.
I've already got a good idea, and I don't want to bore you with tutorials. I'll learn as I go again. I've got the basics, and that's really all you need to do, go through normal mode. You're gonna need to be fancier on hard and very hard, but
Roger. Departing for 04.
ooh, another frame.
Enemy approaching.
I remember hearing stories that this game would lag furiously in HD. So check this out. You hold down square,
Individual attacks are weak.
and you get a homing attack. And you see our sub-weapon meter on the bottom, that blue bar? Every time we fire off a huge attack like that,
Those all at once with the homing laser.
you can eat through the sub-meter pretty quickly. But the more enemies you kill at once, the more it fills right back up. As a wise man once said, once you try the homing laser, you can never go back to Zone of the Enders 1. And this is why I LP'd Zone of the Enders 1 before 2. Because I'll tell you what, I don't think I could ever go back. But it ends up a lot of the game sorts as being like a little slogfest of seeing how much you can hit at once with the homing attack. But then you can do cool things like that with your regular swing. It's not prudent though.
Put me through to 663.
Yes, I'll connect you now.
Help me, Dingo!
Where are you?
My legs are damaged!
Rick, where are you now?
Dead.
Don't move! I'll be there soon!
Enemy approaching.
Oof.
It's approaching your way!
More enemies.
I indicate the position of the with an arrow. Move in the indicated direction.
It's pretty fun. I really enjoy this game. But now that we can't like spam that huge energy ball because now it'll start sucking up our sub-meter. And all weapons use the sub-meter instead of having their own ammo supply.
Destroyed.
In some ways, it's just a lot more different than Zone of the Enders 1. It's difficult to compare since they're such drastically different products at this point. You still got the same high-speed robot action.
Raptor destroyed.
Using just like the regular pellet shot isn't as reliable as it was in the first game. In the first game, it kind of seemed a little broken almost on lower difficulties, but in this game, you gotta go more on your own, like more fancy flying and whatnot.
Enemy destroyed.
A little bit more on the homing shot. It's really cool, though. Alright. And if you just start initiating the dash over and over again, it's faster than if you just hold it down. Maybe it got patched, who knows?
Enemy reinforcements. Pay attention to your back, too. To switch lock-on targets, use the L2 button. Raptor destroyed.
Keep trying to do that blade spin, but oh well, if I can't, no biggie. I'll just use it later. There we are.
Enemy destroyed.
So really, you never have to worry too much about your sub-meter.
Destroyed.
It fills up so quickly in situations like this.
Enemy destroyed.
There's really no situation where you're going to be too worried about your sub-meter draining. In battles with like huge amounts of enemies. Alright, well there we are. Just keep heading forward. Now we got some real enemies to fight.
Obtain Metatron.
And Metatron was such a gift the first time I played it on it normal. I didn't realize it was hard.
Destroy with a burst attack.
Alright. Don't touch our buddy. Oh, Rick's gonna die. Or maybe they'll get ignored. Yes. Or not, I was wrong. But we're good to our buddies.
Since I found Jay with you, you'll have to give it to me.
What does Bara want with Callisto?
Oh? You don't look like a mining man to me.
Get lost.
Was that your battle cry or something? Anyway, this is the first boss of the game, Archit. She can be tough if you don't know what to expect. This is pretty much just another tutorial fight.
Shoot down the enemy's attack with laser.
Because we didn't have enough of a tutorial. Oh, darn it, I'm getting killed here. Didn't have enough of a tutorial on how to use the homing laser by now. Oh, I can see it's sort of lagging now. Darn it! Oh, she's open. Sort of a, pretty much just a tick at this point to try spamming the homing laser at a distance. We're back in Zone of the Enders 1. Thank you. Uh-oh. At this point, get as far away as possible! Because you don't want that to hit you. Yeah! Darn it, darn it, darn it! I hate Wisp. Gotcha.
So you want this frame, don't you?
Maybe.
Even if you're Barom, that's too rough.
It sure is.
Who's the commander?
You think I'll tell?
Wait!
Good job, Dingo.
Are you alright?
Yeah.
Dingo, the enemy is approaching me.
Alright, I'll try to head them off.
You will?
Take care, Angie.
What?
Oh, this is gonna be a suicide mission.
High energy reaction inside enemy battleship. Entry is dangerous.
If we don't do something, we'll be crushed along with Callisto. We have no choice.
And then he died. Nah, just kidding. Nah. This is the point where I started to realize that I was a little swamped on hard.
Enemy walking tank. Spider.
Now the spiders have shields on them, and you can't really get rid of them unless they're in the air. But when they're in the air, they're really susceptible to just being eliminated. You can get rid of it with just a normal slash, pretty much.
Enemy reinforcements are confirmed. To switch lock-on targets, use the LT button. Raptor destroyed. Enemy destroyed. Raptor destroyed.
Do some really cool things in this game. High-speed robot action. Wonderful. Now they're still leveling up in this game. I think it's like now there's like an experience point system. Or maybe there always wasn't, I just never realized it. But at least now you can tell when you're about to level up. Maybe you couldn't zone the Enders 1 and I never realized it.
You can grab objects which may be useful in battle with the circle button. Do you want to see how it's done?
Yes, please.
And a few more advanced tutorials, but, like I said before, I can handle this myself. Really should have told her I was helping. Oh well. Now grabbing, you're going to have to do a lot of grabbing in this game. It's a gimmick which I think they took just a little too far. So you press circle to pick something up that can be picked up. And you press circle again to throw it. There. Now let's destroy the little enemies that it put out. You can also use it as a weapon if you press square. But it's not really that wonderful.
Obtain Metatron.
Ooh, mummy heads.
Enemy approaching.
Oh wait, I lost my thing.
Support type, mummy head. Be careful.
I miss it already. At least we can still take it out like that.
Raptor destroyed.
Yeah, buddy. So let's grab another one. Oops. Let's grab this one. Go down. Fire.
Confirmed destruction of cellar. Raptor destroyed. Enemy destroyed.
Yeah, enemies, well, they still have levels, but now I don't think they seem to matter as much. They'll just use any attack they have.
Raptor destroyed.
And more Metatron. That's always nice.
Obtained Metatron.
In this game, I think they always kind of realized that Metatron was the name of a deity, well, and a high angel. But in this game, I think they especially go with that.
This frame, don't they?
Did you board this even though you knew?
I didn't want to involve my friends. Also, there's something I have to confirm.
This doesn't seem the kind of place I'd want to be, though, confirming stuff in space. Because now if I want to get out of here, it's not like I can just hop out of the car. Let's grab something before the,
next unit is open. Please follow the arrow.
God, I love it when it's 60 frames per second. So buttery smooth. Nice. What? This fight, I hate it. Forgot how to unlock. Oh yeah, you just hold down L2. Much easier than I remember it being. You just keep chucking things at her a few times till she gets stuck. On hard mode, it's kind of insane, and I died there more times than I'd like to admit.
Is that you? Viola?
Perhaps you're speaking to a battle AI.
She's AI? Hey, Viola!
It is just a replica being made by using her past battle data and part of her character. I don't think you can get a response from her.
That's unfortunate.
So, what happened to Viola?
The applicable frame runner is already dead.
She died?
In the year 2172, the Antilia raid. It was a matter under the control of the Space Force. Bahram attacked the colony orbiting a satellite of Jupiter and stole an orbital frame which was under development.
Was she involved with that? Which orbital frame was taken?
The orbital frame Anubis. Jehuti was their target too, but they didn't get this frame.
Jehuti was collected by someone who had much to fear from Bahram before it was abandoned on Callisto.
That is about right.
Who was commanding the Antilia raid?
That was the commander of Bahram, Colonel Noman.
Noman. What's the matter?
It is a resonance reaction.
Resonance?
It is Anubis.
What's going on? Anubis. It's the tail that really makes Anubis seem more threatening.
Give that orbital frame back.
Great. I think this time we can actually hurt Anubis. Oh, we can actually hurt Anubis in this fight at least, unlike before. I really like the flips you can do. Now, much like the fight with Anubis in Zone of the Enders 1, you can't win.
Not bad.
Something goes wrong, at least. He really doesn't do all that much damage for being the ultimate frame. And again, they were being developed at the same time. We're not so different, Anubis. At least he doesn't have his ultimate attack yet. I'm gonna stop spoiling the game. Oh, yes, he does. That's the blood sword attack.
By guarding yourself, you can avoid most enemy attacks.
I forgot how to.
Their burst attacks. To guard, press the R1
Alright.
button.
Damn, it's too tough!
I remember you.
Noman.
It's Dingo.
Oh, they're helping each other. How cute. Did she pull that out of her stomach? Something tells me it's going right into mine. Somebody pick up that phone, because I just called it. Love you, Team 4-star.
I'm surprised you're still alive, Dingo.
Long time no see, Noman.
How have you been?
I've been on vacation.
You get off and come to my room.